What's happening? Doing good. How are you?
Justin, what was your reaction to Woody Johnson's comments yesterday?
I didn't see any comment. I'm not. Y'all know I'm not on social media at all.
Nobody briefed you here that with the Jets, what he said.
No, not really.
He was highly critical of you. He basically said, if you guys could complete a pass, things would look good here. He kind of said, the quarterback play, can't win with a quarterback with a rating like they have. So you weren't aware of any of that?
Nah, I wasn't. Like I said, I'm not on social media. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. Of course, everybody knows. I need to play better. We need to play better as a team. And of course, no matter how the offense does as a unit, I'm gonna get the blame, and I understand that. That's just what comes with the job. But honestly, it's what comes with it. So you can't let anything kind of affect your mind, my mind, and that's is what it is. No matter if it's him, no matter if it's family members, even teammates. Sometimes there's gonna be times where you have to be the only one who believes in yourself. So like I said, that's his opinion. And like I told you guys after the game on Sunday, I'm at peace, and all my focus is right now is working each and every day and getting better. So yeah.
Is it a little bit different though, Justin, when it is the owner of the team who's
It is, but it isn't at the same time. It's an opinion. You guys have opinions. I have an opinion. It's an opinion, and that's what it is. So it is, but in the big scheme of things, it's not.
I know you were just told of the comments now, but do you have any plans to talk to Woody about them, or has Woody talked to you or about them?
I mean, I don't think me talking to him is going to do anything. Like I said, it's not going to make me play better. It's not going to give me more confidence on the field. So I don't think there's necessarily a point in talking about that. And I doubt he'll come and talk to me. I'm not sure how he feels about the situation at all. But I mean, I don't have any plans going up, to press him about what he said. Like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's just what it is. But you just have a choice or not, whether those opinions affect you or not. So yeah.
Do you have a relationship with him at all? Like a talking?
Not really. The first time I met him was, I want to say, before one of our games this year. So no, not really. Sometimes before the games, he comes and says what's up, but that's about it.
Justin, has Coach made the plan clear for quarterback? Has he made the plan clear to you guys who will be starting under center, and do you expect to get that start?
Nah, he hasn't. But every question that we've gotten about this subject, he said ask him about it. So that's a question for him.
How was practice today?
It was good.
So you don't know, you honestly don't know who's going to start Sunday. You retire.
I honestly don't know, and that's a question for AG.
What do you think needs to happen for this offense to take a step forward, play the way you want to play better?
Everybody has to do their job consistently. It takes all 11. Not just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the thing about offense. You need everybody doing their job. Defense is a little bit different. One person can mess up, and they can still, get a TFL and quote unquote have a positive play on defense. So everybody has to do their job consistently each and every play.
I imagine when you're getting ready.
Things can still turn around.
For sure.
I imagine when you're getting ready for a game, though, that the starter gets the majority of the reps. Are you guys splitting them throughout practice or something like that?
Splitting.
Justin, I know you say you're at peace with everything. How disappointed are you that you're in this position right now all the way around?
I'm at peace, brother. That's what it is. When you're really in tune with God, nothing can actually nothing. I'm talking about nothing in life. I'm not even going to speak to what I was about to say as an example, but literally everything around me can quote unquote be negative in terms of the world, but I promise you, there's nothing in this world. There's nothing that can faze me, and that's just due to my relationship with the Lord. It's not on me. Like I told you guys after the game, if it's just me, yeah, I'm sick to my stomach right now. But everything happens for a reason. I've been through trials, I've been through tribulations, and I've learned that everything happens for a reason. So like I said, I'm not stressed whatsoever. At the end of the day, I have my family. I'm healthy. I'm blessed. I get to play a sport, for a great amount of money. It's a child sport. I've been doing it for so long. So at the end of the day, I'm blessed. And that's kind of what you have to, keep reminding yourself of when you are in a position like this. Yeah, it's easy to get down and feel some type of way. But, look at the grand scheme of things. Somebody would love to be in this position right now. a lot of people would. A lot of people would trade in their life to be in this position right now to be, oh, are you the starter, you're not. I mean, it's really not that hard to, wrap your head around. It's really not if y'all look at the grand scheme of things. And I know, like, y'all want me to say stuff here and there, but it's just like, that's what it is. And I know y'all are going to keep asking me to get me to say something, but, like, I'm truly at peace. And it's like,
You're at
cool.
your piece, Justin. This is a new day and age, I think, for athletes on most sports, where there's you have a lot to say with where you are, what happens with your future, and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
When you have someone be as critical as they are of you, like Woody was,
Mm-hmm.
if the Jets do decide to go with Tyrod Taylor as starting quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
there are options out there where teams are quarterback needy or they need somebody to play. Would you explore, or would you be interested in exploring a request for a trade or anything like that?
So I got one of these questions, but I used the wrong word in training camp. I think I used what, hypothetical?
No, hypothetical.
I used rhetorical or something like that, but I don't like answering those questions, those what if, quote unquote, what if questions, dog. Like, I'm not going to do that because that's not going to do anything for me. That's not going to do anything for this team. If anything, that's going to, put on a subject that the team's going to, not focus on. And the biggest focus right now is this game on Sunday. So that's just going to stir up more stuff that we don't need.
Do you feel the coaches have utilized your skill set to the max?
They've tried. I think, when you get in the game, I think, it's tough sticking to the game plan. Just, we get different looks from defenses and stuff like that, and you get some stuff that you don't expect. But, I try to talk to Tanner a lot and try to communicate what I'd like to, get ran throughout the week. And then, sometimes things change based on how the game's going or what situation we're in. But, yeah, I know that we're trying. So, yeah.
Last one here.
You spoke a lot about that inner peace, just how from day to day, practice to practice, game to game, how do you keep that inner peace going, especially in a game, going through the progressions, like you mentioned, something might not be there.
How do I keep it? Just leaning on God, like I told you after the game, and really my teammates in here. People actually don't believe that I'm actually at peace as much as I am. Like I said, I have great teammates, great people in this locker room, and they've checked up on me because they probably see the stuff that that's online. Like I said, I don't see anything, but they've checked up on me a lot, and I appreciate that. And I told them I'm good, and then some of them like double back, like, oh, are you actually good? And I'm like, yeah, like I'm solid, bro. So how do I keep that peace? And that's literally just leaning on the Lord each and every day, and living life for His approval and no one else. So.
Here with Malachi Moore. Malachi, you're almost halfway through your rookie season. Yep. What do you think is the biggest part of your game that has grown the most?
I would say just my knowledge of like an NFL offense and an NFL style game. I think that's the biggest thing that I was not struggling with, but trying to shorten the learning curve. Just getting into the league and trying to get on the same level as everybody mentally. And I feel like the game is starting to slow down for me a little bit.
This defense has turned a corner the last 2 weeks. You've held both the Broncos and the Panthers to just 13 points. What do you think has been different about the defense in the last 2 weeks?
I feel like we're more intentional about our work. We're more detailed. It's not a lot of gray area left out there when it comes to calls or what we need to go out there and execute. And we're ultimately going out there playing fast and having fun and trusting what we see, not overthinking too much and just going out there and playing.
Now, for this upcoming week, obviously, the Bengals, that means Jamar Chase, means T. Higgins.
Right.
When you have not one but two really powerful and explosive wide receivers, how does that change how the defense approaches that offense?
It definitely takes your attention elsewhere. Some people or some places might just have one superstar player, one superstar receiver, but now that they have two of them, it kind of stretches out the defense a little bit, especially if they're on different sides. But both of those players are great players and definitely impact players for their offense.
What about quarterback Joe Flacco? Because he came in 2 weeks ago for the Bengals and has exploded with numbers for them on the offense. Now, does it make it harder because he is an older quarterback that has seen everything from defenses?
Right. I would say so. Experience in this game is kind of important, and you can't really get experience without going through it. But Joe Flacco, he's been in the league a long time. I remember watching him growing up when I was playing quarterback as a little kid. But definitely he's seen all the looks and everything, so we're just gonna have to be real good with our coverages and making sure that we're giving him false keys or anything like that. Just try to throw him off a little bit.
You had one of your better games last week. You had a tackle for loss, a PD. Is there anything that you are trying to specifically accomplish in this last game before the bye?
I'm ultimately just trying to go out there and do my job. Go do my job, have fun, and when the play comes my way to be made, go out there and make that play.
Appreciate the time, Malachi.
Yep, thank you.